Aum namapegavaith vasudevya. Imagine entering a vast library. Thousands upon thousands of books surround you. Each one contains the experiences of people who lived centuries before you. Some discovered new lands. Some built great civilizations. Some transformed science. Some mastered philosophy. Some understood the human mind. Some learned life's greatest lessons through failure. Now imagine walking through that library, with every door open, every shelf within reach, yet choosing not to learn. The greatest tragedy in life is not the absence of knowledge. It is the refusal to receive it. Every human being is born without knowledge. A child does not know language, does not know mathematics, does not know right from wrong. Everything begins with learning. Education is not merely the process of collecting information. It is the process of transforming the way we see the world. A truly educated mind asks questions before making judgments. It listens before speaking. It observes before concluding. It remains curious even after achieving success. Knowledge expands possibilities. Ignorance narrows them. Imagine two travelers beginning the same journey. One carries a detailed map. The other insists, "I don't need directions. I already know enough." Hours later, the first traveler reaches the destination. The second continues wandering. Confidence without knowledge often leads to confusion. Knowledge guided by humility leads to progress. History repeatedly reminds us of this truth. Every great civilization valued learning. Great universities were built. Libraries were protected. Teachers were honored. Because societies understood something timeless. Knowledge outlives wealth. Knowledge outlives power. Knowledge shapes generations. Think about a doctor. Would you trust confidence alone? Or would you trust years of education? Careful practice, continuous learning, and disciplined experience. Imagine an engineer designing a bridge. Would attitude alone hold thousands of people safely above a river? No. Skill, knowledge, precision, and responsibility make the difference. Every profession reminds us that education is not optional. It is essential. Yet there is another form of education that many people overlook. The education of character. Learning patience. Learning discipline. Learning integrity. Learning compassion. A person may possess many degrees, yet still struggle to respect others. Another person may have limited formal education, yet display extraordinary wisdom. True education develops both the intellect and the character. The Bhagavad Gita reminds us that wisdom begins with humility. The moment we believe, "I already know everything," learning quietly ends. The wisest people often speak the least about how much they know. Because genuine knowledge reveals how much remains to be discovered. Imagine a cup already filled to the top. No matter how pure the water you pour, nothing more can enter. The same happens to the human mind. When pride fills it completely, learning has nowhere to go. Humility empties the cup. And suddenly, growth becomes possible again. One of the greatest dangers in life is confusing opinion with knowledge. Today, anyone can express an opinion, but not every opinion is supported by understanding. Education teaches us to examine evidence, to question assumptions, to separate facts from emotions, to think before concluding. That ability has become more valuable than ever. There was a time when information was scarce. Today, information is everywhere. Wisdom remains rare. Reading a headline is not education. Watching a short video is not mastery. Real learning requires patience, reflection, practice, and experience. Knowledge grows layer by layer, just as a tree grows ring by ring. There are no shortcuts. Think about a musician. Before performing on stage, thousands of hours are spent practicing invisible notes. The audience applauds the performance. They rarely see the years of preparation behind it. The same is true in every field. Excellence is built long before it becomes visible. Many people admire success. Few admire the discipline required to achieve it. Another mistake people make is allowing ego to replace learning. I've been doing this for 20 years. I don't need advice. I already know enough. These words quietly close the door to growth. The moment learning stops, improvement stops. The world continues moving forward. Technology evolves. Industries change. New discoveries emerge. The person who refuses to learn slowly becomes trapped in yesterday. The person who continues learning remains relevant tomorrow. Notice how children ask endless questions. Why? How? What happens if? Curiosity is one of humanity's greatest gifts. Somewhere along the journey, many adults lose it. They become satisfied with familiar answers. But every breakthrough in history began because someone remained curious. What if there is a better way? That single question has transformed the world countless times. Education is not only found inside classrooms. Life itself is a university. Failure teaches resilience. Success teaches responsibility. Friendship teaches trust. Loss teaches gratitude. Work teaches discipline. Silence teaches awareness. Every experience becomes a lesson for those willing to learn. Ask yourself, when something difficult happens, do you ask, why me? Or do you ask, what can this teach me? One question creates frustration. The other creates wisdom. There is another beautiful truth. Knowledge becomes valuable only when it is applied. Reading about health is different from exercising. Reading about honesty is different from speaking the truth. Reading about leadership is different from serving people. Knowledge changes the mind. Action changes the life. The two must walk together. Imagine carrying a lantern through a dark forest. The lantern does not remove the forest. It simply helps you walk wisely. Education works the same way. It does not eliminate every challenge. It helps you face challenges with greater clarity. The truly educated person never uses knowledge to make others feel small. Knowledge should create humility, not arrogance. It should build bridges, not walls. It should encourage understanding, not superiority. The greatest teachers in history inspired people to think, not merely to agree. Become that kind of learner, the kind who listens carefully, questions respectfully, learns continuously, and shares generously. Every day offers an opportunity to learn something new. A new skill, a new perspective, a new language, a new habit, a new truth about yourself. Never allow age to become an excuse. Never allow success to become a reason to stop growing. The greatest investment you can make is the investment in your own mind. Because everything else can be taken away. Money can disappear. Positions can change. Businesses can fail. But knowledge, wisdom, and character continue walking with you. As each sunrise begins, ask yourself one simple question. What will I learn today that makes me a better human being tomorrow? That single question has the power to transform an ordinary life into an extraordinary one. May we replace ignorance with curiosity. Replace pride with humility. Replace assumptions with understanding. Replace information with wisdom. And may every lesson we receive become a step toward truth, compassion, and dharma. Aum Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya.